Brandon Aiyuk is not practicing today. They can't say that on company property. They have to go outside the front door. You can't say this here. You have to go outside the front door and say this. People, 49er reporters are running out the door. They can't do their work on the job. They can't say what they see. They cannot tell anybody what they're seeing. Well, they have to go home and tell them what they saw. That's pretty shifty. Come on now, hit the bell. I'm gonna load up my show. Brandon Aiyuk not practicing. I got a comment. Doctor Who, what, where, when I die, I'm leaving my body to science fiction. You're picking up the conversation right where we left off. That's right. Good job, good job. I have half a pizza here. I'm broke as a joke. I'm packing $63. Anchovies. I'm sure they could be prepared perfectly. I'd love them, but I don't mess with no anchovies. I like oysters. So, I mean, I like some canned seafood. I blew 95 at the dispensary. But that was, it came with this one free, right? So I'm still packing the fresh cart. Will I go through all this before I get paid? Now I spent 110. Every time you go to the dispensary, you still gotta go to the smoke shop. You still gotta go to the Burger King. You still gotta get some drinks home. You still gotta get lucky and find something at the church or something at the lobby. Oh, there's some change here. We're taking that 50 cents. If I had this 50 cents, it would be gone already. I would have spent it when I walked by the ice stand. So add 50 cents. I'm at $63.60. 63.75 is roughly my net worth. Some pennies, maybe 15 pennies. Have plenty of time to clean up in the next day. Maybe if I have $3 left, I'll do my laundry. I'm paying $2 for Arizona imitation. It's nearly twice the price, bro. This is the new Coca-Cola. It encouraged you to, the vending machine is your friend. Look, peace. The Coca-Cola machine has peace for $2. This is a Coca-Cola brand, Arizona peach tea. It's to make the Coca-Cola machine your friend. Otherwise, you wouldn't want anything from a Coca-Cola machine. You know, I don't enjoy the Arizona herbal tea If it's in a can, it's okay. If you're buying it in a plastic, I'd rather just drink watermelon. I'm about the watermelon now. I mean, everybody knows the red drink is the best. And it's not fruit punch. They make a fruit punch that tastes different than watermelon. Oh, your local dispensary closed last week. You have to... Getting a delivery on dispensary is almost a good deal. Most of them deliver. We were getting it delivered 10 years ago in Pasadena. Before I came to San Francisco, we were getting it delivered. Yeah. No, I don't like Big Red soda. I like watermelon. Very specific. I usually don't drink red stuff, but it tastes like Hawaiian Punch, really. Hawaiian Punch. Before that, I'd like Squirt. Squirt is real fizzy. It's hard to find Squirt on the shelf. Grant Cohen, is Brandon Aiyuk on the verge of getting suspended? That's what his show is about right now. Ronaldo hit 50 million subscribers last night, and I subscribed. I'm in the 50 million gang. Tentacles is playing Final Fantasy IX with only Quina. That sounded like me mumbling. Marcus Buff Bagwell has a premiere on his channel. Let's listen. With Bischoff. You press two buttons on my phone. Funny, I'm drinking Shasta Tiki Punch. That's a delicious choice. But I haven't had Shasta in a long time. And even, you couldn't catch a buzz off Shasta. It would be Shasta. That's practically Mormon soda. What's that Mormon soda called? What's that shit called? Yeah, Sid Vicious. I love Sid Vicious. You fucked up everybody, dude. His ECW run was good. The WCW run was spectacular. Spectacular undefeated streak. Sid won the World Heavyweight Championship at Staples Arena, home of the Lakers. Before Kobe ever won the champs, Sid is the true champion of LA. Sid, I mean, could you imagine the Lakers watching Nitro? Oh, that's just that's my favorite moment. Sid wins the WCW championship in Los Angeles. Now, they don't always describe that specific match as the debut of wrestling in the new arena. So we're looking. There'll be future content. There's plenty of Sid stories. Arn Anderson is alive. We expect the scissors. Remember this? Sid had to he was stabbing Arn with the scissors because Arn grabbed the scissors and stabbed Sid, and dropped them, and Sid picked them up and was like, cheek, cheek, cheek. His music started playing, basically. Scissors. The scissors. Similar to Brian Pillman with the pencil. Brian Pillman would stick a pencil. They said he hit a fan in the eyeball with the pencil. Is that an urban myth? Similar to the scissors incident. Very similar to Stone Cold beating his wife because she wouldn't have sex with him because he's a wife beater and Deborah left him. So, Pillman got separated basically got fired for stabbing and then Sid got fired for stabbing, and then nobody punished Austin for beating Deborah. Sid breaking his leg was a miracle because Steiner was supposed to drop the belt. So it actually extended Scott Steiner's championship to almost 60 days. I think it took 2 more pay-per-views for Steiner to drop the belt to Booker T. The final Nitro would have been Sid versus Booker, if that's most likely true. But we got Booker versus Scotty Steiner. Steiner dropped the belt. And Deborah was probably the best looking woman in. They keep asking him stupid questions like, where did you get your name? From the Sex Pistols? He never once said, I'm Sid Vicious, I got my name from the Sex Pistols. And these fans, they think he made it up. Stacy Keibler was the best looking. Well, I don't know. I really liked the Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan was pretty good looking. Okay. On January 14th, 2001, that's 100 days before the final Nitro, Sid broke his leg. I was working at Blockbuster Video. I really couldn't watch Nitro the final 3 months. I had a job. It's rare I had a job, but I picked up a job the final 5 months of Nitro, and I didn't get to watch every fucking episode. So that's nice. There's still some stuff I've missed, and I hear about the end of the end of Nitro. I watched the final episode at the hotel, and then I flew to the Army. I joined the Army the same fucking day. My enlistment day was the same day as the final Nitro. So I really wanted to join it. I wish I could have joined on Tuesday. I wish I could have joined on Tuesday, man, but they sucked me in on Monday, and I couldn't celebrate the end of the era. But I still, being at home doesn't make it much better. You still get the same news no matter where you are. So I started getting the news about the end of Nitro the day I left home. And it's been 23 years since I grew up and became a man and left my mama's home, okay? It's 24 years practically since I want to celebrate my brother who finally left his home in about 2021. He's been in Atlanta for 3 years. My 50-year-old brother has been on the road for like three years. I've been out for 23 years. Nobody calls me. I sent my brother a message today. I told my brother, you gotta drop before Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm dropping before Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm not waiting for GTA 6 to make content. Well, I already got the wrestling newsletter. I knew it was the final episode before I watched it. We had the internet. Windows 4.1 or something. We were running Windows 4.1 back in 19. Very similar to Tim Krumrie, who broke his leg in the Super Bowl and also had to come back. Tim Krumrie is not in the NFL Hall of Fame, and neither is Sid. The problem with Sid is that he always develops his own talent, and everybody he wrestles with is his friend, and they all protect. Sid doesn't work with a lot of people. Sid is putting jobber talent. He's keeping jobbers relevant. I mean, in an era where jobbers weren't relevant, they still had to have. He would have his own jobbers, his own friends. Joe Theismann, that's still a hard clip to get a hold of. But hey, the Redskins, they finished their run and they replaced Theismann easily, except Jay Schrader. That Jay Schrader guy, he was trash. Yeah. We got Doug Williams. We got Mark Rippon. I mean, Joe Theismann was an average quarterback. You can't even say he was the best. He was a leader, but he wasn't the best quarterback the Redskins ever had. So, thus. Joe Theismann is in the Hall of Fame and Mark Ripken is not. I'm going to look at how many Redskin quarterbacks are in the Hall of Fame. It was a hip drop tackle. How many Redskin players are in the Hall of Fame? There's 32 Redskins in the Hall of Fame. Okay? I'm at thecommanders.com, loading up. It's loading. Here's my list. Sammy Blah. No, he's in the Hall of Fame. Otto Graham, technically a Redskin coach, but he was a quarterback. He's Hall of Fame. Doug Williams is not in the Hall of Fame. Bruce Smith played for the Redskins for 1 year. So he's... Deion Sanders played for the Redskins. Oh no! There's only one quarterback in here. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. Theismann wasn't good enough, yeah. Well, Darryl Green was just a fast guy. But he didn't have a white wife like Woodson, so Rod Woodson probably raced against Darryl Green and everybody due to the propaganda of the off season, nothing to look at. Wow, Rod Woodson's got a white wife. Oh, I'm jacking off to that shit. I'm gonna get one too. I mean, I don't. It's easy to know what Bengals are in the Hall of Fame. The one, well, there's a bunch now. Ken Riley. Who cares? Not Boomer. At the current rate, I don't think Joe Burrow's going to make it. I don't like Burrow. I envision the Bengals will lose the next Super Bowl and they'll be 0-4 just like the Bills. Deal with it. Does this look like a Bengals channel to you? I got the Bengals losing Super Bowl 59. They might win 60. They're gonna if they get to the Super Bowl this year, they're gonna lose it. Collinsworth doesn't even open his mouth anymore because he can't badmouth the Bengals. You know, I haven't heard Chris Collinsworth say shit all off these, and they got Steve Young talking now. Steve Young was talking for 30 minutes yesterday. They said it was he was upset. It's not a good look by Steve Young. You can't say something every day. Collinsworth has pissed off the fans royally. So there's nothing to gain. He's like Skip Bayless. His show sucks. He should be deplatformed. Chris Collinsworth should be in the Hall of Fame as a player, just for being the great white hype. You know, he's like Trent Taylor. He got cut. Another white wide receiver from Cincinnati. Never won shit. He wasn't grateful. Who's losing to the Cowboys? Troy Aikman ran a dink and dunk offense. Stephen A. Smith, I wanted him gone 5, 6, 7 years ago. I was saying fire this dude on Facebook. I don't have to do it anymore. I've already proclaimed my distaste of Stephen A. Smith. Stephen looks really good in that. I gotta mention on Facebook. Stephen looks really good in that cowboy hat. Somebody didn't like my answer. Army friend wants to know who was going to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, I got the Rams winning the Super Bowl. That's my official pick. I have to see more out of the Cowboys before I can. The Rams are tired. They're true. They're tested. The Rams can do it. I believe the Rams can do it. I need to see. I would probably take the Eagles over the Cowboys this year. Okay, but even the Cowboys win, as long as that would still be a win, because your business partners become more valuable. You lower the value of the 49ers. As long as the 49ers lose, everybody wins. It's just but who's happy? But then only one team is happy. Who's going to be happy after the Super Bowl? We're all going to win. As long as the 49ers lose. And even if the 49ers lose, I still get to go to the party. So I'm personally, I got my win. I got my W's. I'm locked in on winning. Yeah. DJ Khaled, we the best. So in general, I just say the West is going to win. It's going to be a struggle to eliminate the 49ers, but the whole league is going to kick their ass. Yeah. They won't move up the power rankings. They might even lose and drop. The Tennessee Titans stadium is probably going to get Super Bowl 61. Yeah. Super Bowl 61, I'm predicting, will be at the Titans. No, wait, pardon me. That's SoFi. Guaranteed Super Bowl 61's at SoFi. So 62 is. Oh, these 49ers are absolutely the best team in football. They are on the Kool-Aid. They don't take no for an answer. They're the 49ers. Your daddy warned you about. Okay. One chink in the armor. You only have to expose one weakness. They will not make it. A weakness will be found. Players will not be 100%. Even if they are 100%, they're not good enough because they do fuck up at the end. Purdy's not tall enough. Ed McCaffrey, he does these high flying jump steps, like he's pretending he's Joe Mixon. Like he does, when McCaffrey's running and he jumps up and he's like, he jumps into the air like he's some kind of animal. Like he's gonna, ooh, I'm jumping while I'm running. And doing shit like that is why he didn't get into the end zone. He jukes himself out. He's so good. They fake themselves out. My desk looks clean. Ish. Christian McCaffrey would have scored a touchdown, but he faked himself out in overtime, and he got pushed out of bounds. He could have stayed in bounds. Okay, yeah, Joe Mixon. I've seen the punch many times. I'm not a fan of the punch. He hit her like Ray Rice in the elevator. But Joe Mixon was a Marvin Lewis prospect, not a Zach Taylor prospect. So the Texans are supposed to be damn good. It's hard to put the Cowboys over the Texans unless Zeke Elliott actually. I mean, the 49 Cowboys need Zeke Elliott. That's the okay. We're gonna see. Are we gonna see Zeke on week 1 versus Cleveland? Yeah, Zeke's not gonna run all over Cleveland. That's not gonna happen. If the Cowboys run too much, they're not gonna win. We need Dak to throw. But the Cowboys have to have running backs ready. I mean, it's nice to have Zeke come back, but I'm sure they were developing people for the last 5 years. They got to have somebody else who wants the ball. Otherwise, you will embarrass the running back. They'll be professionally embarrassed if somebody besides Zeke is unable to run the ball. The Cowboys, they have to play Zeke for cred, and they have to show other. That's a lot to do. All the Browns need to do is win the game, and they're happy. The Cowboys they're being scrutinized by their highlight reel. Lambs is just a guy to me. I'd rather have Dez Bryant. He's no Dez Bryant. If Dez was even that good, Dez should still be playing. But I think he came back from his injury too soon at trying to go to the Saints, and the Saints couldn't keep him. Dez Bryant on the Saints, that was a big move that didn't work out. Mr. Whiskers. Micah Parsons is sounds like a Steeler to me. Let me double check. Is he currently a Cowboy? Isn't that he's 25. He's been in the Cowboys for the whole career. Every time I hear a Micah, I start thinking about the type of player that the Steelers would take. Hey, guess what? This guy's from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. No wonder he's. So you're going to tell me the Cowboys need a Pennsylvania linebacker? You're embarrassing me. I don't root for the Pennsylvania players. You better find somebody. You can't find another 6'3" person in Texas. There's a reason the Bengals don't draft people named Micah. We draft based upon their name. We don't want their name stinking up our locker room. There's never been a Micah on the Bengals. There never will be. $40 sacks. So at best, Micah's going to get 10 sacks. Well, it's not bad for a linebacker. Usually you want 10 sacks from your defensive end. So the guy's a Blitzberg. He's just a loose cannon. You know who likes to watch? People in Pittsburgh, it's good for their Nielsen ratings. It forces those Pennsylvania people to hear their name and see their guy play for you. Just like, okay, you say you recognize it's a biblical name, right? Okay, a lot of the stuff in the NFL is all biblical. They're very biblical. Is Russ Francis in the Hall of Fame? Football is all like, who's your daddy? They just cut Jerry Rice's son, right? The 49ers have no money to bring in the son of Jerry Rice to play wide receiver. They don't. That's an embarrassment. The Rice family has been embarrassed. Yeah. Jerry Rice's kid. He should be on the roster. We shouldn't be talking about losers. Brendan Rice from the Trojans. He's 22 years old. He's on the Chargers. I remember when now the Chargers have Rice, bro. The Chargers got Rice. Man, I'd rather watch him play all year. The Chargers got Brandon Rice, bro. He has 0 catches in his career. A bunch of losers playing wide receiver in 49ers. The Chargers had that money. Oh, the Chargers came up with the seventh round pick in the 225th. Is he Mr. Irrelevant? Is he the final 225th pick in the 7th round? Well, UCLA, whoever they want to play with is fine. Who's in the Big Ten? It's cool. It's cool that it's still 10. So it's not a 12. It's not a 14. It's a Big Ten. What are their chances? Let me look at their schedule. UCLA Bruin football schedule.
Here's the upcoming schedule for UCLA between Saturday and November 30th, 2024.
Okay, they're playing in the Rose Bowl versus the Trojans and Fresno State. They have two home games in the Rose Bowl to propel the back-to-back Rose Bowls during Thanksgiving on the November 23rd and November 30th at home in Pasadena. Back-to-back games. It's hard to survive a USC Trojans and a Fresno State and not get a loss. I'm going to have them not win out. They're not going to win out. They won't win out. Even I'm a refugee. I rode, hey, during Hurricane Katrina, I rode a bus to California, just like people do now. And 9 years ago, I rode a bus, and I was homeless as a motherfucker, nothing but like one bag. I came to San Francisco, and now I have all this. I came up here with nothing. I'd lost my phone. I had a Motorola phone. Like, I got lucky. I did a job on Craigslist moving furniture. I got $80 and I bought a phone. Look at this phone. This is the first phone I got in San Francisco. Okay, this is my Samsung Galaxy Light. This phone is the bomb. I was playing Hearthstone. I was all homeless at the library playing Hearthstone. Montenegro. Cristiano Ronaldo has a home in Montenegro. He's not there. He's not there right now. He has too much attention on him. He cannot go home right now. There's no internet connection in Montenegro. Ronaldo has to do his show somewhere else. Yeah. You're funny, Drew. No. What happens is so many Chinese people are coming up through Mexico that people helping them find the way also come. So your the coyote, the guy who takes you over the border, there's too many coyotes. Hashtag coyote. So if you travel across the country, people are going to slowly follow you and also take the same path. So many Chinese who are fleeing communism are just coming up over the border, and the pictures they only show you the Mexicans, but they don't show you the pictures of the Chinese. Yeah. Nobody cares why you're moving down south. Nobody cares if you're going into the desert, bro. Okay, yeah, sure. Go occupy. Fill up that Los Angeles. Oh yeah, fill up that Texas. You go fill up the Arizona, Colorado. That's as far as you should get. Kansas City's. But don't be trying to go into none of them sundown towns. Yeah, okay. They're still sundown towns. You're not going everywhere you want. You think you have like you're surrounded by farmers. Yep. Every man for themselves. Brendan Rice, he went to Hamilton. Why did Jerry Rice raise his kid in Arizona? Jerry Rice couldn't put his kids through school in San Francisco. I like the Turks. I'm a big fan of the modern day Turks. I don't think they need to change the pronunciation of the country. I don't really recognize that. But Turkey's awesome. Everybody wants to be a janissary. Everybody wants to act like a janissary, but they don't want to respect the Turks. You all want to being a Janissary is like becoming Luke Skywalker. You go work for the Empire and you become Darth Vader and shit. So Turkey is like Turkey. I like Turkey. And then you get to fight Serbia. We have we have something in. I have something in common. That's right. I enjoy poking the same enemies. That's right. Yeah. When ooh. 47 minutes into my show. I went 2 hours last night. I'm more about actually providing access to myself during the prime time of the day, and instead we might be avoiding the 2 a.m. streams. This would be my production meeting here, to start off. I've had no follow-up on late night episodes. Every time I say I'll be back, I usually take the night off. I washed and cleaned half of my bathroom floor. More like 25%. Skeeter Gene says he's banned from Walmart for catching a predator. Hey man, don't be trying to Chris Hansen somebody at Walmart if you don't work there, okay? You know what I'm saying? You're not Chris Hansen and you don't work there, okay? You're interfering with the customer shopping. One Coin Only is playing today. He played Street. This guy played Final Fight 2 yesterday and quit on stage 3. Why? I was like, please play the music on stage 4. He's like, I can't do that. He's playing a Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat. I'm done watching. I just like to see what people are playing, and I'm loading up a big damn game stream. He's got a giant. He's got Knuckles. He's playing Sonic. I see giant red Knuckles. He throws a crystal in the air. This is the best moment in the Sonic series. I'm glued in. I'm looking at the Sonic graphics. See? I'm watching the Sonic the Hedgehog. This guy has his show. His show is called Big Damn Gamers, and he's in his Knuckles. His Knuckles is just here, wherever they are. Hey, look, it's Eggman's Flying Fortress. It's Eggman's Flying Fortress. That's where the rest of the pieces must be. Chaos, looking for Chaos Emeralds. Slow motion, he's running. But I don't know where the ship is. He can't see it. He knows it's up there. Something comes down. It's a boss battle. Or he just has to follow the robot. Sonic. Red Sonic. Can I call him Red Sonic? Knuckles. I know, I'll follow it back to Eggman's base. This is the best moment in Sonic. Here I come, Eggman. This dude's playing on an Apple. No, that's a Microsoft Windows logo right there, bro. This shit's laggy. Run up that hill, Knuckles. Into the hole, Knuckles. You're coming out the top. I'm going back. This guy's done this before. Ride the minecart, Knuckles. That's not normal. That's an nice jump, Knuckles. Another cutscene. Yeah. Okay. This guy's having too much fun. I'm done watching Knuckles. That Sid versus Heath Slater match is just dumb, dude. I couldn't pop for Heath Slater. I'm not a mark. I wasn't that. It should have been Bo Dallas versus Sid. We got screwed. Totally screwed. And now because Bo Dallas is in his current gimmick, we can't get his response. The absolute best wrestler is Bo Dallas. Yeah, I got the Trojans winning the. Let's look. They should still be with the. Let me know. I'm looking at college football rankings. Number 1, Georgia. 2, Ohio State. 3, Oregon. 4, Texas. 5, Alabama. 6, Old Mississippi. 7, Notre Dame. Michigan and Penn State are flip-flopped with the same ranks. The Trojans are 23. I don't see the Bruins. '74th. Oh, that's not good. If it was 76, it would be perfect. 76 is the magic number. They're not bad enough to be good. I'm going to wrap up my show at 1 hour. Grant Cohn is saying that Brandon Aiyuk should be suspended. I love throwing the tip away. I don't always eat the tip. I'd like to thank my audience for some interaction. We'll cut this one. I'll be back. We can't make it an hour every time.